New tonight right here on Connecticut's news station, millions of dollars coming to nonprofit providers all across the state.
The governor's office announced $35 million in state grants will go toward 94 different capital improvement projects, but many nonprofits say this doesn't go far enough.
We're taking a closer look at all of this tonight, what it means, what the nonprofits are asking for at this point. Fox 61 political reporter in studio, Emma Forrest with the details. Hey, Emma.
Hey, Keith, Bridget. Well, these nonprofits say while they're happy about the little bit of money that they're getting from these grants, it will allow organizations to complete desperately needed projects. They say it's still not a substitute for operational funding, and they're asking the state legislature to step up.
I think of Connecticut as a big family, and I think we look out for each other, whatever their circumstances, to make sure that everybody gets the very best opportunities.
The Lamont administration is awarding $35 million in state funding to nonprofit providers across Connecticut.
They're absolutely invaluable to everything we're trying to accomplish.
This money will go to projects like facility renovations, new construction, technology improvements, purchasing vehicles and property, and more.
These investments are instrumental to our providers and local communities to ensure things like ADA compliance, restore interior and exterior of buildings, improve safety, and acquire assistive technology.
While nonprofits are grateful for this boost, John Carl Casa from the Connecticut Nonprofit Alliance says this doesn't make up for a lack of operational funding from the state.
Nonprofits have been underfunded for almost 20 years now, and we know that we're asking the General Assembly to make up for a lot of years, but it's desperately needed by the people who rely on nonprofits.
Connecticut nonprofits didn't get the increased funding they wanted in the state's two-year budget last legislative session. Lawmakers blamed the spending cap and fiscal guardrails.
We really are trying to play catch-up. We need at least a 5% increase for nonprofits this year.
Lamont acknowledges years of underfunding, but says this budget's allocation is the largest in state history.
I hope that's making a difference. You've got to set priorities when it comes to a budget. You can't have everything as a priority, but this is a priority for me.
Casa says he's encouraged by these new project grants, but hopes the legislature will follow suit before the end of this session.
It shows that they recognize how much nonprofits need, and it's not just what nonprofits need, it's the people who are served by nonprofits and what they need and the access to the care that they need.
And lawmakers on the legislature's Appropriations Committee admit that they won't be able to deliver on the full demand that nonprofits are asking for funding, but they do acknowledge that nonprofits are an area in which funding needs to be increased. How much funding, though, is still up for debate, and we still don't know yet. We'll have to see as the legislative session comes to a close. Keith, Bridget.